So this is a very different type of video today as I really want to create content of this very game and I just couldn't yet just because I was just so grabbed by this game and you'll see why in a minute. But it's been close to my official first month playing Eternal Return and I'm still hooked. So to give context towards how I started playing this game, I actually never heard of this game, and probably neither have you if this is the first time you're actually seeing this. I saw this game on Keymailer of all things. That's a website where you can just find games on that website and decide to just request them if you want to make content on it. And that's the way I found it. I didn't find it through any sort of advertising post or anything like that. I had to find it myself, which is one of my biggest gripes about the game, as I really want this to grow, and really the only way I've seen it be shown is just via tournaments or stuff like that. And I wish they did more still. But back into the actual story. So I saw this game on Keymailer, and the idea of a MOBA and a battle royale combined is something that I found very unique and different from the rest. So I was like, why not give it a try? But my experiences within both genres were absolutely limited. And on top of that, I never played a MOBA on PC ever. So my dexterity on the controls and my mechanics overall were just terrible. The last MOBA that I was good at was on mobile called Vainglory and Extraordinary Ones, which is another lesser known MOBA that has its own issues, honestly. And of course, the last battle royale that I played was PUBG on my phone, just because I just needed something to play. So if you get the theme here, I barely played on PC of any of those genres. However, with Eternal Return being the anime theme, which is something that my channel sort of fits in, I wanted to try it out. So I downloaded the game on Steam, opened it up, and wrecked every single lobby that I've seen. Is what I wish I would say, but that's honestly not the truth in the slightest. Naturally, the game is going to be complex and hard as hell, especially to me, someone that has no experiences from League, Smite, or anything like that. And then to top it all off, I played exclusively only one character and one alone, and it was one of the hardest characters in the game. I didn't realize this, but I decided to play Emma. This adorable magician is like the life and bane of my goddamn existence. The only reason that I decided to pick her up just because I was honestly interested in the character. I like the idea of a trickster and a magician and all of that, so she definitely piqued my interest and I liked her kit overall. But actually playing as Emma within the first maybe 300 games, and I was so freaking bad at this game that I missed skill shot after skill shot after skill shot and consistently got eliminated. I sort of just blindly used like the recommended builds without any sort of strats. I didn't know how to route. I didn't know how to build after my actual build. I definitely didn't know my matchups. I definitely didn't know how important food was within those first 100 or 200 games. And getting over that hump was essentially pretty darn rough. So to say the least, I didn't know how to be efficient with Emma. And when you struggle that hard in a game, you sort of start to think yourself, should I quit overall? And I was thinking about it, I honestly did, just because the game was just frustrating at times. The queues actually itself don't sort of line up with your own sort of player experience, as the first couple of games you may be in a bot match, and then new players queue where everyone's sort of getting introduced, and afterwards you're sort of just jumbled along with the rest to play with actual good people. Like some of the people I've seen are actually like good content creators or streamers that I've seen, and that's pretty intimidating. But I legitimately wanted to get better, so the way you sort of get better is just starting to know your resources and just start to learn more of the game. And this was the resources that I had. First off, the easiest resource I can recommend is Toma. All of his videos for new players is very easy and digestible for everyone to get. And his videos and his streams are definitely helpful, and he's so welcoming towards new players. And honestly, if you're a new player and you want to get into this game, watch his videos, get into his streams. He'll help you. And the community overall within his videos and streams will do the same as well. Dude honestly offers like that much information that you need, as well as sort of serving a good entertainment within that information as well. Toma legitimately helped me understand the game better, and to sort of stack on that would be the resource of DAKGG, which is a extremely useful website. Basically, the way that I use it is I see what the best player, specifically my character Emma, does, and I get to see their build, their augments, as well as what skills they're sort of proccing up. You can also look at the player's past matches and replay codes, which are extremely useful to sort of see what in-game things that they do. Do they build traps? What combos do they especially do with that character, and so on. And then spending the time to see what one of the best Emma players actually do and translating that towards my play makes my mechanics and my life that much easier. It took around 300 games, and I'm not exaggerating, of only playing Emma to start noticing the results. And god dang, it was rough. Because throughout those 300 games, it was just a lot of dying and dying and dying still. And a little bit of getting griefed, which honestly does suck because I don't want to be eliminated that way. To only get around 4 wins out of those 300 games. Yeah, that's right, I only got 4 wins out of those games, okay? But the thing is, it's honestly worth it to sort of just get through over that hump that Eternal Return gives. Because the feeling of actually winning is extremely rewarding, as all the dominoes that you need to make sure fall, and seeing every single domino that needs to drop makes the pain of every single loss, every single death, that much more worth it. And it felt extremely rewarding to finally see that I placed P1 out of those 15 or 18 players, just to experience that suffering and pain all over again. So now we're in the present, and I have almost close to 700 games with Emma with around 7 or 8 wins. And hearing that, it doesn't actually sound I actually got better, but the context behind that is that I've been placing a lot higher within those games. I'm not getting any double-digit placements, and I'm having more single-digit ones, and having a lot of them be close to podium. And within those games, I recently had 2 wins within the last span of my 10 games, which honestly feels freaking amazing, not gonna lie. And that does feel like a massive accomplishment to me, to sort of be able to play this game on my laptop now, to get over the dexterity hump that I had with this game, to get over the learning complexity of this game. And it felt good. It felt real good. I'm happy to say that I finally got better, and I don't want to drop this game. So maybe you can expect seeing this game more often. But I have to say, thank you very much for watching. If this is your first video, I do a lot of other anime games, and currently what I'm doing is the Pokemon Insurgent series I'm doing with my friend Grey Ninja Gaming. The playlist will be at the outro, and honestly, I recommend it. I freaking recommend it, alright? But overall, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jibba jabba. My kings, my queens, and my royals. And I will see you soon.
Lord knows I tried. Yeah, you burn holes in my pockets. Who could've saw you selling my heart at the auction? Who know you be cold as my watches? Man, fuck your